Hey kids, this is Aaron from the podcast that wouldn't die, and Kevin and I use Zencastr. You think you're better than us, that you're using something else? You're wrong. Zencastr's the place to be. Who are you to deny it?
It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use our code DIEHARD and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. We want you to have the same experiences we do for all our podcasting and content needs. It's time for you to share your story.
Only a fool will give up a chance for a 30% discount.
Is a victim.
I woke up with a headache.
He has been exposed to Videodrome.
I've been hallucinating for a while, ever since...
What?
Since I first saw Videodrome.
His brain is already receiving video images. I think that massive doses of Videodrome signal will ultimately produce and control hallucination to the point that it will change human reality.
Welcome to the latest episode of the podcast that wouldn't die. I'm your host, Kevin. With me, as always, is Aaron.
Hello!
This week, we're discussing the science fiction classic Videodrome. David Cronenberg, one of his other movies, starring James Woods.
Not a classic, I see. Just simply one of his other films.
One of his other films. Debbie Harry is in this for, I swear to God, 10 minutes for seemingly no reason
and you
at all.
see her nipples.
Yes, you do, which was shocking. It is, and then there was a
surprise.
Dude. There was a guy in this I was convinced was Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator, but it is not Jeffrey Combs. It's false Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator.
There's always a look-alike. Yeah, the false Jeffrey Combs is everywhere.
Everywhere. Each week on the podcast that wouldn't die, we discuss guilty pleasures and forgotten classics of the horror and sci-fi genres with a comedic twist. Aaron, what's the latest?
Do you think Greenland will need teachers? And will they have a special program after it becomes part of the 51st state?
Here's my question.
After World War III.
After, yes. It'll be the 52nd state after Venezuela. Venezuela will be the 51st state. But,
Lord.
I know. My question to you is, are you referring to the Gerard Butler movie, Greenland 2, where it's post-apocalyptic? Isn't that ironic? It's like the second of the Greenland movies. Yes. So unfamiliar.
Now I gotta go check that out because, of course, I like Gerard Butler, but apparently I'm missing a whole swath of his work. I also picked up. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I love Jerry Butler. I love him. I love his fake American accent.
I like him less when you call him Jerry.
He's Jerry. He's Jerry.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned. I love.
I'm cold now.
He's got his naturally thick Scottish accent, and when he tries to kind of ease into the American accent, it's I don't know what it is, but it's a breath of fresh air. Let me just say that. What were you going to say? Sorry.
I also got a Groupon for $29 to go see The Offspring next week.
Are you a big Offspring fan?
No, but for $29, I can hear "Pretty Fly for a White Guy." They're practically paying me to go. They're paying me to go, basically, is what's happened.
$30 is $30. I don't know what you're doing, dude. Aaron. I mean, if it's a free concert, I'm in. If it's $30, I don't know.
What if it's $30 at a mile and a half from your house? And it's a Friday night.
If the Offspring knock on my door and say, we'd like to do a free concert in your lawn, I would say, how much? I'll have to think about this one. Let me put it that way.
I really had to have a pause after I bought the Groupon because then I went and listened to the greatest hits, and I can confirm I believe I know 4 songs.
The one I keep
we'll
thinking
see.
of is she's only 16. She won't be doing any time. Is that a lyric? Oh. Da, da, da,
Is that
da.
on Pretty Fly for a White Guy?
No,
Or
I don't think so.
my friend's girlfriend's a bitch, or my girlfriend's a bitch. That one.
I
Those
don't
are the
know.
two songs I.
We're big Offspring fans, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen. I know the band exists. Well, I knew it existed in the 90s. Let me put it that way. I didn't know that still existed. So beyond that, no.
Still
no
existed. Slightly more than the 31 I paid to see Heart, and who else opened up?
Todd Rundgren, of course. Is he opening for the
Todd
Offspring
Rundgren.
too?
No, it's Bad Religion, so I'll be coming late because I've already seen Bad Religion.
Okay, Bad Religion
Not
is
my
another
cup of
band
tea.
I've heard of. What's a hit from Bad Religion?
Now there's a question. No idea. I only saw them before because I can't remember if they opened up for Social Distortion or Social Distortion, I think, opened up for them.
Interesting. Okay. I want to say
And Social Distortion has one song. I believe halfway through the concert, I went and sat in the lobby and drank a beer.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I want to say again, Heart's a real band. I will go see Heart.
Oh, no. Heart was
Offspring.
fantastic. In fact, these tickets are where I watched the encore. I was like, I need to be right here. I don't need to be in front row with Heart. Heart's not pulling me on stage. So unless it's a band that I have the potential to be pulled on stage and like, hey, the lead singer wants to meet you backstage, I don't need to be in the front row. Let's just say that. I definitely don't need to be standing room, which would be the situation on the floor. So no thanks.
No can do. Look, I want a comfy chair, number one.
Well, that's not going to happen. This is the same place where we go to watch hockey, so it'll be hockey level seats, so not comfy chair. Once again, I think you think they're coming into your living room.
Yes. Then I'm in.
But have you ever been to a concert and said, boy, these are comfy seats?
No, I've told you. I went and saw Lionel Richie, and literally somebody came down to find their seats, and 3 giant people had taken their seat. Like it was meant for 5, but only 3 are fitting on this particular bench. So those people just had to stand in the aisle.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens, my friends.
Such is life.
It happens.
Anyway. Let's move away from the Offspring if we can. And give us your 30-second synopsis of Videodrome.
Oh my God. Psychological porno. It's spicy faces of death with interwebby things that are going to take over the world. And James Woods, I don't know, dies at the end or becomes one with the Videodrome. It's a little unclear. But, you know, it's Cronenberg, so there's a lot of explodey chunks and tubey things coming at you. And Deborah Harry's nipples. And
Also
it was that time where everybody tried red for their hair. And remember, our sister Tara dyed her hair red about this time, too.
Yeah, Megan
and quite frankly, Deborah Harry looks fantastic with the red hair. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was red for 1,000 years, but it was right at that time. I'm not sure if Deborah Harry did much acting after this.
Honestly, I don't know that either. I don't know the answer.
I do remember her being on The Muppet Show, but I'm not sure if this got her there.
I'm going to talk about The Muppet Show for 10 minutes. Did you know, I didn't realize this. I was very young when The Muppet Show was on. I mean, I vaguely remember watching The Muppet Show. But
no, you're 10 years younger than me, so I understand.
The Muppet Show was a British show. It was filmed in London. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Why would that be a thing? I feel like everybody, all the puppeteers were from New York.
I don't know. I can't answer that. That's why Frank Oz, who's the voice of Miss Piggy, shows up in American Werewolf in London. Because he was living in England at that time. Strange.
That's bizarre.
It's bizarre.
And for those who don't know, we're not talking about Sesame Street. We're talking about the Muppets Evening Family Show.
Correct. Although
with
Kermit was in
musical
both.
guests.
Kermit was in
Yes.
both for some reason. And
Yes,
there's nothing
because everybody
stranger.
loves Kermit.
Everybody loves Kermit. There's nothing stranger than realizing that Kermit the Frog's voice is just Jim Henson's regular voice.
It's just his regular voice.
It's just his regular voice.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
That song still makes me cry. 100%.
Beautiful.
It still makes me cry.
I literally bought that soundtrack. And by bought, I got it on Columbia House when I was a sophomore in high school.
Yes.
That's how ubiquitous and in the blood the Muppets were.
The Muppet movie. Iconic. If you have not seen the Muppet movie, drop what you're doing and go see the Muppet movie. You don't need to see the rest of the shit. You know, Muppets Take Manhattan. You can take a hard pass on that. Muppet Christmas Carol with Michael Caine. I don't know. Muppet movie.
I hear the British really love that at the holidays, though.
That's their favorite. That is the, traditional British version of the Christmas Carol. Is Muppets Christmas Carol.
I asked my Italian old boyfriend once what shows they watch at Christmas. He's like, "Oh, Toy Story." I thought there'd be like some fucking Italian. No, they watch Toy Story. That's their tradition.
Is Toy Story even a Christmas movie?
No. I'm like, you people are not getting this idea of what this is about.
I mean, I guess there's toys. Is that the connection? Perhaps that's all it needs.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No idea. On top of that, that movie came out in the 90s.
Yes.
And literally, I'm talking to someone who is, 60. I'm like, so
that's weird.
You would have been way too old.
Yes, to say the least.
In my mind, I'm thinking about when I was a kid. What are the shows you wait for? But okay, I'm not going to argue with people. This is a new year. New year. The United States is growing, adding more states, and I am a new person now. I'm going to drink water every day, and I'm eventually going to get a job in Greenland after the fallout dies off, and, it's just all going to be different now.
Good thinking. Good thinking. Anyway, back on the tracks, Aaron, this was your choice, Videodrome. Have you ever seen this before?
I thought I had. Maybe I did, but I certainly don't remember it. It popped up on TikTok.
That's your only connection to it.
Yeah, it was like a quick snippet, and I saw some of the video graphics. I was like, "Oh, this looks good," because Cronenberg did scanners too, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm like, I must have seen this. This gotta be great. I mean, who doesn't love scanners? Every now and then, when people are pissing me off, I start putting my fingers on my temples and staring at them intently.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Either that or you have to do the pinchy thing. I'm pinching your head. I'm pinching your head.
From the kids in the hall?
Yeah.
People don't even know that. I mean, kids are trying to do that to me, and they have no idea that's what it's for. Or even what kids in the hall is.
I love that your students are doing that to you.
Yes, and they get an F every time they do it. Every time, it's like teachers say, every time a bell rings, you get an F. Anyway,
yeah,
I may be having a fever dream, but I haven't.
Teacher says every time she gets a headache, you get an F.
100%. I may be having a fever dream, but I have a distinct memory in the 80s, mid 80s, that we had a copy. A Videodrome laying around our house. Literally.
You stole it from Blockbuster or mother gave it to you for Christmas?
No.
Both seem unlike.
I mean, I don't know if Pat had a copy that he just left at the house one day or something along those lines. But I remember, I've seen this before. I saw this 30 years ago, or more than 35 years ago, maybe. And because there were scenes I distinctly remember. There's scenes I didn't remember what the basic plot was, but I remembered James Woods was in this. I remember Debbie Harry was in this,
Yeah.
And I remember like the TV kind of bulging out onto his face, where he's doing weird face shit onto the bulging
See,
TV.
that's the stuff that TikTok showed me. So I was like, this looks amazing.
But I also more recently I love those anthology shows where they're like the 100 most freakish horror movies of the 20 whatever it is, right? I love those kind of things. And there was an episode where they talked briefly about Videodrome, and it was specifically James Woods' weird vagina that appears on his stomach multiple times.
I did write belly vajayjay. I did write that in my notes.
It is upsetting because first he's jamming his whole arm with the gun and then loses the gun. He's like, "Whoa, I lost the gun inside myself." And then later, the evil boss of whatever it is, of the evil company, goes and takes a VHS. Actually, it wasn't VHS. It was Betamax. A Betamax.
Yeah, it's smaller.
It's smaller. And jams it into James Woods while he goes, ah. Upsetting. So I knew
it was an essay. It was an essay for sure.
Oh, 100%. There was no consent.
Dude.
God, Lord.
I didn't know you could store so many things. You put your wallet in there. You got a gun in there. You put a ham sandwich in there. Good Lord.
You get toxic shock. You got to watch out.
Toxic shock.
God, sweet Jesus. So this was the first time I definitely sat down and watched it all the way through.
With intent.
30 years. With intent. Where I willfully sat down. So when you said, let's watch Videodrome, I did the sign of the cross. I said, oh, shit. Here we go. Because it's Cronenberg, so you know it's going to be some fucked up body horror on top of everything else. So
and like some fucked up logic and all this. So I think the idea is back in the day, this is early cable, you got to fill your time spot. When I was a youngster, TV tuned off at 12, 1 o'clock, and then popped back up at 5 in the morning. Now you have cable, so now you have all these extra channels, and they need products. So I'm guessing this is early Cinemax because 100%. We just need freaky porn and we have no budget to pay for it. So we're just searching the airwaves, looking for stuff we can illegally download and put out. And they accidentally discover Videodrome, but it's not on video. Videodrome that's not on video because it's in the airwaves.
Fair. No. This is a snapshot of kind of the birth of cable TV and the birth of video stores. So it's that kind of thing. So it's like, oh, what's this weird technology we have? Cable TV. You know, you would watch.
It's going to destroy the world. Cable and video will destroy the world. It's a cult.
And they were right. They were right.
They were right.
Well, because I remember watching, I'd watch like TV and you'd see references on other channels to like public access. Like some regions you had a public, like channel 59 on your UHF or whatever it was. We didn't have that in Palm Springs, to my knowledge. There was no public access.
Well, we had local, but I guess there was. But LA, we got LA stuff. Mm-hmm. LA definitely had like Channel 9 in LA. That's where we watched Elvira. That it was just an independent station.
I mean, kind of. It was still a regular station. It wasn't somebody's garage or somebody's basement that somebody was.
No, it wasn't like New York with public access, but it was a local. It wasn't like CBS. So they put on. Yeah, local. It was a local LA.
Right.
Public access always reminds me of Crossing Delancey, if we're going to go a hard pull, where she has a friend who is a writer by day and on public access. Don't you remember that? She has this jacket with 5 hands. Get your hands off her. Get your hands off her. It was like this weird, they would put anybody on.
Fair. Okay, why don't we jump right in? This is already starting to feel like we're in the Videodrome right now.
We're in the Videodrome.
Sweet Jesus. Aaron, what do you got? You want to go first?
I did not need to see James Wood completely naked. I did not need to see that. I didn't see junk, but there was pubis of other people. There was weird porn that wasn't porn, just mostly naked people. The only porn was Deborah Harry and James Woods, the two
Yes.
whitest people. Like they could have been Norwegian. Like the sun is never set.
Okay.
And I just had to write down here. I am all Japanese porn, pubic hair, cutter porn,
Oh,
snuff porn. Oh yeah, Deborah Harry's character is a cutter.
Yes.
And
It was, like,
hallucinations.
oh God. Okay. There's a lot to unpack here. Right out of the gate.
And a belly full of vajayjays.
Right out of the gate, we meet James Woods, who is allegedly 37, but if you told me he was 57, I'd believe it. Right?
It's true.
He is.
It's
God,
true.
He's like beef jerky even then, frankly. He runs a cable, like a low budget cable access channel. He's an executive for this channel.
Right.
And what they show,
Civic TV. Civic TV is the name.
which I guess is based upon something called City TV in Toronto. Like there's actually a similar.
So this is Canadian smut. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, where it was. It's basically
it's again Canada's fault.
It's 100%. They're once again to blame. So it's a lot of softcore porn on there, and we don't really get much of a lead into this. It's just literally he's watching a video from Japan and I'm like, this is like Cinemax we're leaning into, because you see her start to reach for a device of some sort at the very.
It was a doll, but she lifts the head off, and it's clearly the head of a penis, and realize there's the doll is hiding this giant dildo. So then you see a silhouette of a girl going at it. And he's like, this would be good for the show, but it just doesn't go far enough. So I'm like, what is the show? It's all 5 minutes of any free porn they can find on the airwaves?
It seems to be that way. But later in the movie, not much later, like you said, he's got a buddy who's a pirate who's able to find this feed from Malaysia, he thinks, where it looks like a snuff film of people being brought in and like tortured. And he's like, this sounds good for our show. Let's put this on the air. It's like, really? This is what you're into? This is the channel?
We'll just kind of weave it together.
Because that's
death and sex. That's what sells, Brother Bear.
Well, he says, since we're a small station, we have to give them what they can't get anywhere else, which is porn and which is violence.
Am I right or am I wrong that we still have the FCC? And this is not pay per view.
That's true. Well, now, he says this has got to be fake, because fake is safer and it's cheaper than actual. Right. That's what he says. So it's a flash of like redemption. It's like, okay, so you're a scumbag, but you're not a murderer. Okay, at least I can put that. So I guess we can root for you in this movie. Unclear.
He doesn't seem like a very good person. It's you don't really like him,
right?
And you're not really sad that bad things happen to him. There's not a lot of character development. Let's just throw that out there.
No, and he goes on a talk show with two other guests. One of them's just a head on a TV, essentially.
Right.
He's the church of he's Brian Oblivion from the church of the convex lens or whatever that was. Whatever.
Well, spoiler alert, he's part of the cult of the Videodrome.
Well, and he's dead. He's just a videotape. It's old videotapes of this dude's interviews that he gave over the years. Whatever. Also on the interview show is Debbie Harry, who's a radio talk show person. who does interviews and allegedly she helps people, but it's unclear.
I'm not sure what the hell she does. And he just stops in the interview and asks her out. His character's quite an asshole. So
Yes.
then the news interviewer just turns and starts talking to the guy on the TV who seems to be responding, but because they already planned ahead and knew what the questions were years before.
Years in advance. Right. She's trying to interview the fucking TV next to her while they're having a side conversation where he's like, well, why did you wear that dress then? Why don't we go out tonight? And you hear them like talking off camera. It's like, would you shut the hell up? I'm trying to give an interview here. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was
God.
a real douchey character. That was ridiculous.
And what's funny is I get the sense this is who James Woods is in life. Now, let me say this.
Sister Megan, I believe, waited on him when she was working at, I think, Pal Joey or something.
I saw him in person. In person. It was.
Did he flick a cigarette at you when you walked by?
Flicked a cigarette. Well, it's one of those things where it's like, at first you're like, is that who that is? And then you're like, oh, that's absolutely who it is. We were in the desert. It was Pat's bachelor weekend. We were walking into Matchbox, was the name of a bar in the Des, and he walked right out. He's about 5'6", and as grizzled as can be, with crazy dyed hair, and a woman far too young on his arm, in my opinion.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Now, I want to say I like James Woods.
I like James Woods too.
When I think
not here necessarily,
not necessarily in this movie, but he brings it. When he's in a movie, he's bringing it. So again, I will be critical about his politics and many other things, but typically I appreciate him as an actor.
Yes.
So that night, they're at James Woods' apartment, which is like a freaking flop house. There's like dirty plates everywhere. I don't know if this was a choice. I mean, it must have been a choice. I don't know what they were trying to convey with this choice. Like at the beginning, he's like old pizza that he's nibbling on. That's just an old trash on the counter. I'm like, oh God, you're having a lady over, Debbie Harry, lead singer of Blondie, and you're not going to run a vacuum?
Yes.
No can do? Not going to tidy up a bit? Can't be bothered.
He seems very misogynistic. She can do that after he pleasures himself.
Well, after he pleasures himself, 100%. And like you said, he kind of touches her and realizes she's literally cutting herself. She wounds herself, but this is kind of a sex thing. Like they're having sex, and she wants him to like pierce her ears with like a needle.
He was running like a cable through her ear. It sounded terrible.
It was at first he was kind of appalled, like, "Are you okay? I mean, are you hurting her?" And smash cut, he's in, pulls the needle out of her ear and like licks on the needle with the blood. I was like, yee.
No.
Is this where we're?
And I'm guessing there's no safe sex going on here either.
This is the 80s. What the hell? What are we doing?
They don't give a.
Literally sharing needles. And she says she wants to, because at this point they've seen the Videodrome, and he actually showed it to her. He's like, here's a video, check this out. And she's totally into it. In fact, she wants to be a contestant on the Videodrome.
Which I didn't understand. Contestant for what?
She's into torture. She wants to be tortured, I guess.
She wants to be part of the, fantastic.
She's into it. Now, again, they say ominous things like, well, the contestants never show up more than once. So what are we talking about? I mean, what are you thinking is happening here?
Of course.
Sweet Jesus. Anywho. What else you got, Aaron? Go ahead.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, how does she know where to go? Like his agent somehow knows the dude, but how did Deborah Harry figure out where to go and how to show up and how to get on the show?
Well, there was an older lady who was submitting some kind of softcore Caligula thing for to show on the show, but he's like, this isn't what we want. We don't want a period piece, right? We don't want We want just straight, no plot, back alley booty call is what we're looking for our network. So don't give us Caligula. Give us some other shit. But
quite frankly, at this point, I say give us Caligula. That could at least be interesting. There was a plot and a story there.
Allegedly.
What I liked about this film is I liked the retro groovy graphics. Those were kind of cool. I liked some of the special effects. They're so hokey now, like the throbbing Betamax cassette. But I like that. I like the face coming through the TV. Really, it was really kind of like, it's the Cenobites. This is like a Clive Barker. It feels like a Clive Barker ripoff.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
Long live the new flesh. Unexplained. What the f*** does that mean? Because everybody else, the leader is dead. But does he live on in the Videodrome? I don't know.
Unclear.
And what's real and what's a hallucination? I think it's all hallucination.
Well, okay, here's the thing. They talk about how anybody who watches the video or the stream or whatever eventually gets a tumor in their brain, which causes them to have hallucinations. And then
can't we just pop that out?
I guess not. So there's a point in the movie where everything is actually happening as you see it. And then from that point forward, it's all hallucinations. Like everything that happens is a hallucination after a certain point in this movie. You have to figure out where that point is.
Does that mean that he is not doing the things he's doing? Like, is he just sitting in his room having this dream? Because the last we saw, he was like strapped in a chair.
I think
so. Is all this in the chair? Is he in Tron?
He's 100% in Tron. I think what we're supposed to think is that when he's actually killing people, he is actually killing them, but he's not really killing them with an Uzi, like organic glob hand.
Why does his hand sometimes 20 feet wide,
right,
and effed up? Like his hand is different every time it comes out with a gun.
Correct.
First it was screwed in and normal, and sometimes it's little and shiny. By the end, it was a Hulk smash hand, but only one hand and drippy and gloppy. It's 1,000 times bigger than the tiny gun he is holding. That never needs to be refilled because his hand has grown around the gun.
Correct. It seems like one of those foam hands that you get at the baseball game. That's what it's like, a big old crazy with the finger pointing for some reason. Yes. Yeah. And the other thing about this is there's a point where it's unclear that he has any kind of agency at all. Because like we said, he's got the weird, the weird orifice in his tummy that Mr. Concave shoves the VHS and says, you have to go kill your partners because we want the radio station. So at that point, he can't control it.
They're rich as Rockefellers. You could just buy it. The place is failing.
Yes. Or get a different station. Go get the CMT network or whatever. Get it right.
I think it's one of these things. It's the 80s and everybody was on cocaine. So they're like, yeah.
100%. So
they'll understand.
He murders those people, and then he's supposed to go hunt down and murder Belinda Oblivion, or whatever her name is, the daughter of or maybe it's Bianca Oblivion. I don't remember. Murder her.
It's Bianca.
So he's going to go murder her, but then she does some shit and blows up a TV, and the disc shoots out of his vag at that point. And then oh, sweet Jesus. I guess she brainwashes him to go now go back and kill those people. So now he's got a glop hand, and now he's hunting down those people.
He has a drippy glop hand.
With a drippy glop hand. And again,
that makes no fucking sense. It makes as much sense as a vagina stomach will.
Correct.
Full of guns and Betamax tapes.
Well, and the thing is, so he hunts down the homie, the evil dude, Dr. Convex or whatever his name is, at a trade
I'm gonna
show
call him Dr. Convex.
at a trade show for glasses, because he also moonlights as an optometrist or something.
Oh yeah,
And he's
stupid ridiculous.
James Woods guns him down on stage in front of 60 people. The dude
At
falls
an
over.
optometrist convention.
Correct.
Or was it Rotary? Who can tell?
Unclear.
It's all the same.
Unclear. And at that point, because it's not gross enough, the guy's body starts flopping and smushing, and then just like his head explodes or something, because it's, of course, David Cronenberg. There's going to be some exploding heads mixed in there.
Yes. And some
later-
kind of sloppy jalopy crawls out, but only for that one person.
Correct. Unclear what's happening. Later, a TV explodes and like guts fly out. Like, okay, sweet Jesus. Anyway,
So after he shoots everybody, he runs to the port and finds an empty tugboat. It has like a crackhead mattress in it. And he
Yes.
sits on it. I was like, ooh, well, I wouldn't do that. I'd be shaking that shit off.
yeah.
And yeah, then the TV comes to life. I'm like, why is there a giant console TV in this rusted tugboat? Okay. I was like, this looks freezy. This is a terrible idea. And then Deborah Harry comes on, says some jib jab, the Flash, something about the Flash. Videodrome's dead, something the Flash. No one understands what that means. The Cenobites don't come. The end.
The end. And he blows his own brains out with his crazy glop gun. And the credits roll. And I'm just sitting there going,
Did a Cenobite crawl out of his head or just somebody's head?
If only.
God, if only he did that, I don't know, 45 minutes earlier.
I mean, I was about to do it 45 minutes earlier. Sweet Jesus. Anything else for Videodrome? It was bizarre, confusing, and gross.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. It's like there are these little snippets, some of the special effects, the graphics, not the story, not the acting. Yeah. It's not good enough to be a classic, even for the 80s.
This, and you may consider this blasphemy, but in my mind, this was a gloppier David Lynch movie. That's how I viewed it.
No. I don't know what you're saying.
Where?
How dare you? The man is dead!
The man, must you throw dirt on his grave? It was that
How
kind of,
dare you?
where kind of, you're like, I don't know what's happening. Could be anything.
David Lynch did The Elephant Man. That was nominated for Academy Awards. Don't be throwing Cronenberg on here.
He
Get
did
out of
Mulholland
here.
Drive. He did Lost Highway.
Dude, I like David Lynch.
I know you do. Shall we go behind the scenes? Sweet Jesus.
Let's go.
3 different endings were filmed, and the ending used as in the film was actually James Wood's idea. How about that?
He said I should have done this right before I signed the contract.
David Subuchi, who appears briefly as a Japanese porn dealer, later became the minister in the Ontario provincial government. And his appearance in this film was exploited by the opposition, as you might imagine.
Like him already.
David Cronenberg had to double for James Woods in the scene where he puts that helmet on his head, because at that point they were both afraid that he might be electrocuted by it.
I thought you were going to say because he's claustrophobic. They're like, no, he might die.
He might be killed.
James Woods like, no.
The majority of the trailer was created with a Commodore 64 computer.
Oh, beautiful. I remember 100 years ago taking an advanced computer graphics class.
Yep.
And it used the Commodore 64.
That was the thing.
Well, you had to render to make a 3D image. You had to let it render overnight as it calculated each pixel. And now AI creates beautiful images of you and your wife as homeless people on your anniversary.
Yes, that's pretty standard. Pretty standard. Sweet Jesus. In the cathode ray mission, which we barely spoke about, there was like a homeless mission where people would go in there because they're homeless. So they don't have
I feel like
access to
cathode
TVs.
ray is the name of a tube for TVs
For
or
the
something.
TVs. Back when they had those old school TVs, they had cathode ray tubes.
Right.
So the homeless people would come in not for food or shelter, but to sit in front of TVs. And while they were filming those scenes, the gaffer walked in and casually informed the crew that the power lines to the building were smoking because of the load imposed by all those TV sets playing at the same time.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Andy Warhol called this movie The Clockwork Orange of the 80s. How about that?
How about that? How about just saying nonsense? That's nonsense. Clockwork Orange, no. Can't do
so
it.
Much.
Andy Warhol may have been a ding-dong.
This movie was a huge box office failure when released to theaters.
I can't imagine. Can't imagine. That's shocking to me. Shocking, I say.
Okay, so here's what David Cronenberg says. That everything that happens in the film is really taking place until Max meets Barry Convex at the spectacular optical front. After that, the director said things become more complicated, but won't specify how.
Yeah, because he doesn't know. They never work that quite out.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I think it's bizarre, but I guess it's all about the visual. Is that why you would choose that an ophthalmologist would be like the big person in this? I don't know. Maybe he had a brother-in-law.
David Cronenberg turned down the offer to make Return of the Jedi to make this movie.
Hey, wait a minute. Everybody couldn't have been offered Return of the Jedi because David Lynch was offered that too.
I don't know what to tell you.
And he chose Dune.
They were making bad mistakes left and right.
Could they just not find a director? Because I mean, David Lynch was coming off Elephant Man. Cronenberg was coming off as high, is what was happening. That was it.
Fair. Coming off as high. When the special effects
nothing for real. Don't sue me.
When the special effects guru Rick Baker first read David Cronenberg's screenplay, he knew immediately that there are scenes that would be completely unworkable and unaffordable. So there you go. He just looked at it and was just like, we can't do this.
We can't do this. You're out of your mind.
There were a lot of times
you're out of your mind
when David Cronenberg was just kind of like, you take care of this. You're special effects. And he's just like, I don't do this. What are you doing?
I'm not an alchemist.
What do you want? I'm not Dumbledore.
Yeah, I need practical effects. Like I can put some latex on there or something.
Let's look at the cast and crew, shall we?
Yes.
Let's see. Directed by David Cronenberg and written by David Cronenberg, I should say. You know him for The Fly, where he directed it and starred as the gynecologist. How about that?
I do like The Fly.
You know him for directing Existenz. Are you familiar with that one from 1999?
No. Unfamiliar.
Dead Ringers in 1988.
Now you know I love Dead Ringers. Twin gynecologist Jeremy Irons, sign me up.
And he also played uncredited the obstetrician, one of the obstetricians in
Yes.
Dead Ringer. And of course he directed Crash.
He's just a regular Hitchcock.
Yes. 100%.
I saw Crash too.
I didn't
Apparently
see
I've seen
Crash.
a lot of Cronenberg.
You did. You've seen many Cronenberg. I didn't see this Crash. The one Crash I saw was the one that won Best Picture, where it was about, racism and.
This isn't the one where they're having sex?
This is the one where they're having, where they have to have sex while crashing their cars, which is
to get off. Yeah.
Yes, that's different. And of course, Cronenberg has been.
Wait, the Cronenberg is the Crash where they're having sex, right?
Yes, I said that. Where they have to crash their car having sex.
Well, I was confused. All right. What's the other Crash?
The one that won Best Picture in the Oscars with Matt Dillon.
I thought that was the Cronenberg.
No. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on. I don't even know what
Crash
to say
was
to
good, though. But that might have been, I don't know, that might have been Cronenberg's best.
If you say. Cast.
We're watching it next week. It's all part of the madness.
James Woods played Max Wren. You know him from such things as John Carpenter's Vampires in 1998, which is a horrible piece of shit.
Mostly I know him for the lawsuit he had with Sean Young from Blade Runner.
That she wouldn't leave him alone.
That's
he filed a restraining order. That is the craziest shit I have ever heard.
Yes, you get a little taste of that, James, and you can't get rid of it. You got James the Videodrome,
100%.
Dude, he's got that giant stomach vagina. He can hold your keys. He's got it all.
Oh God, help us all. He was the voice of Hades in Disney's Hercules in 1997.
Totally. My kids loved Hercules. I thought it was a lesser.
I don't disagree. He was in The Virgin Suicides in 1999. And
I do love Sofia Coppola.
He was, of course, in Videodrome in 1983. Good.
I mean, really, that was his time to shine.
That was his time to shine. Oh, sweet Jesus. Let's see. Debbie Harry played Nikki Brand, credited as Deborah Harry. Don't call me Debbie.
That's right. That's her serious role. It's like Larry versus Lawrence after The Matrix.
That's true.
You're Larry when you're in Pee-wee's Playhouse, but you're Lawrence Fishburne when you're in The Matrix.
Debbie Harry was in Videodrome in 1983. She was in Hairspray in 1988, playing Velma Von Tussle.
Good for her.
She was in something called My Life Without Me in 2003. Unfamiliar.
Not familiar.
And I've been saying,
but she is also credited for being the lead singer of Blondie.
Absolutely, I love Blondie. Blondie had a bunch of hits.
Last time I saw Blondie, she was fucking bringing it.
Absolutely, and she was the first rapper. How about that? Rapture. She rapped.
Yes.
Rapture. Anyway, I don't know if she's the first, but I like to say that. And I love the Titus High. I'm not gonna lie to you. Titus High is iconic.
Blondie has, a bazillion songs.
Call Me. Anyway.
Call Me. And I never saw that movie.
You never saw American Gigolo?
American Gigolo. Never saw it.
Love it. Love it. I'm an apologist for Richard Gere. I find him very watchable. So there you go.
I think he looks like our Uncle Bob in his youth, so I don't want to see relatives having sex or be nude. It's just a personal thing.
Fair. The movie I've been trying to get us to do on this show also stars Debbie Harry, Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. So she has a big role in that. Just putting it out there.
All right.
Just letting you know. So she actually acted in quite a few things.
I guess so.
Anybody else you want to know about from this cast? Good grief.
No.
You're good?
I do not. And I want you to know I had to pay for this.
I had to pay for this too. What's funny is I think I paid, what was it? I paid $3.99 to rent it. I could have paid $4.99 to purchase it. And I said, no thanks. I bought Leprechaun 4. because it was only $4.99. Videodrome said, no, thank you.
I might buy a T-shirt. I decided ever since I bought the Zorak and that nobody recognized it on that Halloween. I'm very annoyed. So maybe I bet there's a good graphic shirt for this. I'm just going to wear graphic
Zorak and not Zardoz is the part of the issue.
Same thing. No, but I bought the Japanese one because the Japanese T-shirt just had the giant floating head. That's really all I wanted. All the other shirts had Sean Connery in his tearaway outfit. I'm like, no.
Let's look at the ratings, shall we?
I'm guessing they ain't good.
Videodrome currently has on Rotten Tomatoes 83% fresh. Boom!
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Do you know what the audience gave it?
Bullshit. 64.
80.
No. I reject.
Well, that's a thing. Let's look at the top critics, shall we? Let's see. Janet Maslin of the New York Times says, though Videodrome finally grows grotesque and a little confused, it begins very well and sustains its cleverness for a long while. 3.5 out of 5.
Cleverness. Now, that is not a word I would have used to describe this. Interesting. Okay.
Gary Arnold of the Washington Post says, simultaneously stupefying and boring, Videodrome is too extreme a blunder to survive exposure to a justifiably disillusioned horror movie public.
I like the cut of that fella's jib.
Don't disagree. No notes.
Don't disagree.
Let's look at our resident in-house movie critic and see what he has to say. AI
Let's go.
Reed. Videodrome is David Cronenberg. I'm having an episode. Is David Cronenberg at his squishiest? A porno-splattered migraine where TVs breathe, stomachs sprout, VCR slots, and the only thing truly obsolete is common sense.
Sweet. Good old AI Rex Reed.
That's what he brings to the table.
Next step, brother. You need to have your little AI download this as a video. Put a voice to it.
I told you have to do that legwork. I don't know how to do things.
It's the same chat GBT that I use to create your picture. When you Google it, just tell it to do it as audio.
Is that true? Well, then it would just sound like a crazy, like scary voice or something.
So what? At least you're not reading it.
Well, the only issue, as always, is it's hard to. This is behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard for me to like project outside noises unless I'm holding up my phone to the microphone. Just saying.
All right. I've lost interest. Continue.
Such is life. What is your rating?
I don't know if you noticed this, but I've moved to a 5 number because my choices cannot be contained by 4. So I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5. Don't need to see it. Would like to steal some of the cool retro graphics, but the movie sucks.
Aaron, I'm going to let you know something right now. We've always been on a 5-point scale.
No, I used to always be 4.
We never did 4. Is that why when I would say 4, you thought that I was giving it an A+? We were always a 5-point scale. Oh my God. It's like a horror story. We were always
an horror story.
And that's why I was always like, why are you giving this thing a 1? Anyway, okay. Well, now we're starting to speak the same language. God damn it, Aaron. We've gone off the rails. So, I'm sorry. What is your rating for Videodrome?
2.5 out of 5. Let me put my keys in your stomach vagina and a packet of Lucky Strikes while we go into the club. Really, if you have a stomach vagina, you could probably sneak some booze in there too.
This is lovely conversation. I'm literally stuck between a 1.5 and a 2 on a 5-point scale. Yeah. Not my jam. It's you get the sense it has something to say, like it's got a message or a theme that it's trying to promote. It's hard for
but
me to know
it's
what
drunk and it doesn't know what words are. Is that 100%. What you mean?
And I hate watching something where I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening anymore. What is going on? Credits are rolling. I mean, you could have rolled credits 15 minutes ago or 15 minutes later. It doesn't matter because it's all nonsense. So I'm going to
say I don't even have to know what's going on as long as it's entertaining. As you know, I'm a David Lynch fan. I don't always know what's going on there, but as long as you can keep my attention. But this was not the case.
This was not
sadly.
The case. So I'm going to say 1.75. How about that? No can do.
There you go.
Hard pass.
Fair.
Like I said,
goodbye.
I was not willing to spend an extra $1 to own this film. So there you go.
I think you should have bought it, then deleted it. Just
to punish myself for having spent the time watching it. God damn it. Any last thoughts about this shit?
I wonder if you could call Amazon and say, I am dissatisfied with this film. I would like to return it for a refund.
Can I say I was hacked? Is that fraud? Perhaps it is. I don't know. Unclear.
I'm saying if you order something on Amazon and it's crappy, you send it back. Why can't I do that with a video renter?
I'm sending it back. Send it back. I'm sending them all back. Anywho. So, thank you very much. You can find us all across your social media. We're on Threads. We're on Blue Sky, TikTok, and Instagram. You could be watching us on YouTube at this very moment. And why aren't you? Why aren't you?
And why aren't you? Why aren't we live streaming right now?
We should, 100%, we should be live streaming. You can also email us at the podcast that wouldn't die at Gmail. I think you blew out the speakers on that Gmail because you went. Sweet Jesus. Gmail. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere the finer podcasts are available. So don't forget to like, share, rate, and review. Won't you?
Won't you please?
Aaron, what is your social media situation?
Well, my media is down to like a couple of things. It is the gram, the cult of Aaron. Join the cult. I also have artwork on Artsy and First Dibs. It's been a couple of months. Y'all need to mobilize the troops and start buying crap from me while it's still available before you get a tariff.
Strike while the iron's hot. 100%.
Boom.
As you know, we like to include our friends and family's thoughts and feelings across the internet landscape. Aaron, what are the streets saying?
The streets are saying things, and I screen captured it and hope that I can find it. Oh, well, that's fun. Didn't really happen, so I'm going to have to go back to TikTok. Sons of bitches, now I've lost it. So just bear with me while I stall. Dun, 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 dun. You'll have to edit all this out.
No, this is all staying, Aaron. Every second.
Oh
Don't you usually just make it up anyway? What are we doing here?
No, but I had one. Here it is.
I found one.
I had one. Where is it? Oh. All right. Glenn Oaks commented, and this is about Dress to Kill.
Ooh.
De Palma's great whodunit slasher. And I don't disagree. Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
No, that's body double. That's body double. It's all the same.
It's not all the same. I always say, look, my guilty pleasure movies are often De Palma films. Body Double and Dress to Kill. I think they are hilarious. They make my heart laugh. I enjoy it.
And again, I'm going to say it begins and ends with Carrie.
Not Sisters. Not The Phantom of the Paradise. Not Blowout.
The Phantom of the No. No
Fair.
to all of those.
Fair. But I believe we have reviewed every single one of those films. That's 5 De Palma films that we
It's
have
true.
reviewed.
I can't imagine how that happened, except that you made it happen. Just you wait.
I made it. Just you wait, Henry Higgins.
Lost Highway's coming up. I can smell it.
Jesus. With Robert Blake, I can't wait.
You know, did we watch Flesh for Frankenstein? I don't think we've seen the vampire one, have
yes,
we?
we have. Blood for Dracula.
Well,
We've done them both, to my
perfect.
horror. Then we went on
God
Uncut
will-
Gems and talked about both of them a second time. Sweet Jesus.
Well, thank you. We did it while Udo Kier was still alive. So God
Thank you,
bless
and
him.
you're welcome. Next week, we're discussing the science fiction horror romp, Parasite from 1982. Now, there's a more recent Parasite that won Best Picture. We're not talking about that one.
Is that one about a thing with lots of teeth? It looks like Critter and a tadpole together.
If only.
Is that the Korean Parasite was the same thing?
Now, this movie is important because it's literally Demi Moore's, one of her first performances ever. So this is a Charles Band production.
So out of place.
She does. She does a good job, but you're just like, why are you in this movie? So how do you watch 1982's Parasite? That's an excellent question. If you want to do it for free, which you will want to do it for free, it's on Canopy, FlixFling, Plex. Jesus, my eyesight's going. Cult,
Favesome,
Biz, Fossum, a few other things. So that's free. If you are desperate, you can buy it for $2.99 on Amazon Prime, or rent it for 99 cents. You do not
do it.
Do not spend one goddamn farthing on this if you can help it.
No.
That's all I'm saying. And I could help it. So there you have it. So check it out. Send in any favorite scenes, favorite quotes, comments, and questions, and we may talk about it on the show. So thank you very much, and be well.
Boom.